God says, held back just for you. God message today. My beloved, do not doubt that this moment is meant for you. Even now, I am drawing you close, whispering to your soul that this is a sacred time set aside just for us. Let your guard fall and listen with every fiber of your being. For there is something I would place within you today that will stir waters you thought had run dry. You have tasted emptiness and distraction before, when you sought answers elsewhere. But here, as you settle in my presence, you will not leave unfulfilled. This is not like any other word you have heard. Here you will receive a message unlike any before. For I speak now, not with distant echoes or second-hand translations, but as a loving creator speaking directly into the deepest corners of your heart. Before you ever spoke my name, I knew you. When you wondered whether you were seen or understood, my eyes were searching the expanse of your heart, turning over the stones you tried to hide, and marveling at the tenderness you kept buried. Every hope you dared nurture, every doubt you tried to silence, I have been attentive to them all. I am not far off. I am not watching from the shadows, nor standing aloof while you struggle. Feel the assurance now that I, the author of your story, am near and wholly invested in your journey, desiring to walk with you every step. Even now, as you breathe this moment in, my presence covers you like gentle rain after drought. I want you to know that there is nothing you must prove. No elaborate rituals, no perfect words required. My love wraps close around your fears, and my truth steadies the trembling places inside you. I see how the world has pressed you to measure yourself by shifting standards and fleeting applause. But I invite you away from all that striving. Come, be still. Let your soul rest in me and know that I alone will satisfy you. Not with empty promises, but with living hope and peace that fools the storms. You wonder if the longing inside you will ever be met. That hunger for something more, something real. You have tried to fill it with distractions, achievements, attention, even with doubt and anger. But nothing quite soothed the ache. It is not because you are broken beyond repair or unlovable. It is because I shaped you for relationship with me, and only I can fill the places meant for my light. You are not defective for feeling restless or searching for deeper purpose. It is my calling card upon your soul, a reminder that you were designed for intimacy with the divine. Listen, there are mysteries ahead, treasures that await discovery, and I rejoice as you lean in closer. The world urges you to run faster, to fill your calendar, to measure out your days in checklists and worries. Yet I invite another way, the way of presence and abiding. A life not ruled by fear of missing out, but by confidence that every step is guided and every moment redeemed. This is the truth I have for you. You do not need to chase after worth, for I have already called you mine. Your value rests in my delight, my rejoicing over you, not in any achievement or mistake. Rest in this intimacy, for I am not ashamed of your weakness. Where you see only frailty, I see opportunity for grace to abound. If you have fallen, if your heart carries regrets that weigh heavy and sharp, lay them before me. There is no stain too deep for my compassion, no pattern too entrenched for transformation. My mercy is not rationed or reserved for a select few. It pours lavishly, cleansing the wounds you try to hide and crowning you with honor. I have not finished the work in you, and I will not abandon you midway. My invitation stands. Surrender the burdens you bear to me. Let go of the masks you wear to protect yourself, and let my love surprise you with its gentleness and endurance. I do not require perfection. What I desire is honesty, the sound of your real voice, the gift of your truest self in those vulnerable exchanges where healing flows. You can be raw with me. You can bring your anger, your questions, and your secret disappointments without fear of rejection. I am teaching you to exchange striving for surrender, anxiety for trust. I take the fragments of your dreams, the things you call failure, and I craft them into something beautiful. The things that make you sigh in despair do not scare me away. Instead, they draw forth my compassion and my power to renew. Trust my timing, for I am not slow or distracted. What feels like delay to you is preparation in my hands, a space carved out for something far better than you imagine. I am speaking softly to the hurting and anxious places in your soul. Do not wrest the pen from my hand in panic or try to finish the story on your own. Your part is to remain close, to return to me when you wander off, to rest in my unshakable promise that I am always working, even when you see no evidence yet. I am not bound by the limitations you see, nor am I weary of reaching out to you again and again. Each time you need a fresh start, I am there, my arms wide, my welcome certain. Beloved, I delight in you not for what you do, but for who you are to me. My affection is not contingent on your performance or your circumstances. I see your laughter, your tears, your daily faithfulness when no one notices. I rejoice over you, for you are precious in my sight. I am not distant or indifferent. I am the shepherd who calls you by name and carries you close to my heart. Through valleys and mountaintops alike, even in hardship, when the path feels dark and the future uncertain, I am with you. My presence does not flicker in the shadows. It becomes your lamp and your shelter. Do not be afraid to ask for help, to cry out in confusion or grief. My shoulders are broad enough for your burdens, my wisdom deep enough to unravel every knot in your understanding. In your lowest moments, I am already at work, weaving good from threads of pain. Know that you are not forgotten, not a face in a crowd or a number in a list. Every detail of your life matters to me. The simple joys, the battles behind closed doors, the small acts of kindness. Each one is seen and cherished. I am attentive to your prayers, even those whispered wordlessly from a weary spirit. When you think you go unnoticed, remember that I am the God who sees, the one who treasures your heart. Draw near to me, rest your head on my chest, and listen for the steady heartbeat of love that never fails or grows tired. Let that assurance settle confusion and bring peace to restless thoughts. My favor is not fickle. It is enduring, secure, steadfast. Choose now to trust in my character, to believe in my goodness even when the evidence seems thin. Press in, for the fullness of my love is waiting for you. Abundant, overflowing, never-ending. I see the yearning within you. That quiet ache, sometimes hidden, sometimes so loud it drowns out everything else. I know every longing that stirs deep in your heart, even the ones you barely admit to yourself. In all the winding roads that have brought you to this moment, I have been near, closer than your very breath. Do not mistake my gentle presence for absence. Where you have felt alone, I have stood beside you, watching over you with a gaze that misses nothing and overlooks no detail of your story. Every tear, every sigh, every unspoken prayer has been gathered and treasured by me. Nothing about your journey is hidden from my notice, nor is there any shadow so dark that my light cannot reach it. My love is not distant or reserved for some imagined future. It is for you here and now, in the midst of the ordinary and the struggle alike. Your soul was fashioned by my own hands, shaped with purpose, marked by unique beauty, designed for life, not merely to survive, but to flourish in the unfailing goodness of my love. The world has told you many false stories about who you are and what you can become, but I hold the truth, and I am giving it to you freely. I call you beloved, not because you have earned or deserved it, but simply because you are mine. Nothing you do can erase that mark, neither your triumphs nor your failures. Let this sink past the surface of your mind. I want you just as you are, but I also see the greater self you can grow into with me. Every weakness is an invitation to lean on my strength, and every strength is a gift I delight to watch unfold. You have hungered for affirmation and chased after fleeting comforts, yet only in my love will you find satisfaction that endures. Do not fear what surfaces when you are quiet with me. I am not shocked by your doubts or weary of your repeated questions. Bring all of it, the mess and the glory. I am not seeking a performance but an honest heart. My invitation is not to strive but to rest and learn what it means to be truly known. Even in your wandering, I have kept a place for you at my table, a place no one else can fill. Lift your eyes. Look beyond the narratives that tell you you are not enough. Those stories do not have the final word. I see potential in you that waits to be awakened, dreams planted by my own spirit that have not yet unfolded. Time with me is not wasted time. It is the soil where those sacred seeds begin to break open and show signs of life. Every moment you spend with me, listening, waiting, trusting, is never forgotten. I see the sacrifices, the secret acts of kindness, the moments when you chose love over retaliation or hope over despair, even when no one else saw. These are precious in my sight. If you have stumbled and feel weighed down by regret, bring it to me. There is no stain so deep that I cannot cleanse it. No wound too painful for my healing. My forgiveness is not rationed or given reluctantly. It flows freely, abundant beyond measure, restoring not just your reputation but the innermost parts of your heart. In my presence, shame loses its grip. You are permitted to begin again as often as you need. I will never tire of welcoming you home. See yourself through my eyes, a beloved child worthy of new beginnings. In the quiet moments when you feel forgotten, remember that I am steadily working behind the scenes of your life. My timing is not slow as you might think, but perfectly attuned to the fullness of your journey. When doors seem closed and prayers unanswered, know that I am preparing something more than you could imagine, teaching you to trust my ways rather than your hurried schedules. My promise is not that you will always understand what I am doing, but that I will never abandon you. I am weaving every detail, even the disappointments, into a tapestry of grace designed for your ultimate good. Rest now in this truth. Your worth does not fluctuate with your performance, your popularity, or your possessions. It is anchored in my unwavering character, rooted in the immovable foundation of my love. Do not compare yourself to others or measure your progress with their rulers. I delight in you for who you are, not what you accomplish. Surrender the pressure to prove yourself and begin to walk in the freedom I designed for you. There are gifts within you waiting to be discovered, not for your glory, but for the joy of creating beauty with me. Let your heart be open to the gentle nudges of my spirit. You may notice a sudden thought, an urge to reach out, or an idea that glows warm and persistent. These are often my invitations, subtle yet powerful, guiding you toward the fullness of life I have prepared. Even small acts of faithfulness, an encouraging word, a patient response, a forgiving gesture carry more weight than you realize. Nothing done in my love is ever insignificant. Trust that I see what others overlook and reward what is treasured in secret. Bring me your burdens, those heavy things you carry so long that they have become part of you. Lay them down, not with fear of judgment, but with hope of relief. My yoke is easy and my burden is light, because I bear it with you. Where you feel crushed by expectations, yours or others, invite me into that space. I am not here to break you, but to lift you up, to strengthen what is weak, and to breathe new life into weary bones. Each day is a new invitation to release yesterday's regrets and tomorrow's anxieties, to simply be present with me, alive to the possibilities of today. I know the dreams you scarcely dare to speak aloud. Some may seem too big, others too fragile. Yet I delight in partnering with you to bring them to life. Do not shut down hope because of past disappointments. Trust that with me nothing is wasted. Everything you have walked through, the pain and the joy, can become seed for a beautiful harvest. I do not promise a life without challenges, but I promise to be your steady companion in every valley and on every mountain. Hold fast to my love as your anchor and you will not be swept away. If you would meet me in this place of honesty, trusting that my acceptance is real, you will find peace that cannot be taken from you. Let your heart rest in the assurance that you matter to me. I am not impatient with your process. Growth takes time, and every step forward with me is celebrated. Be kind to yourself as I am kind to you. My hope for you goes beyond your past or present. I see the person you are becoming, radiant with my life. Stay close, listen well, and see what wonders can unfold when you trust in my love. Even now, as you linger in my presence, notice how your heart leans toward hope, how the quiet longing within you reaches for more than routine and mere survival. I delight in this. I am closer than your next breath, attentive to even the smallest whisper that leaves your lips. You may wonder how to recognize my voice amid the surging noise of doubt, distraction, and fear. Listen when you sense courage stirring where there was only fatigue. That is my spirit. When new clarity dawns in places muddied by confusion, that is me guiding your thoughts. You are not meant to wander in darkness or to carry burdens alone. My help is not distant nor impersonal. I am invested in the details that others overlook, crafting beauty even from pain that feels senseless. When you collapse in confusion, my arms never fail. My strength is made perfect where human ability ends. Let your weaknesses, those places you want to conceal, be entryways for my compassion. Do not judge your journey by the world's standards or compare your unfolding story to anyone else's. What I write with your days is singular and precious to me. Trust the work you cannot yet see. Turn to me with your worries as many times as they rise up. I am patient. I do not weary of your honesty. I call you beloved not because of what you have achieved, but as the unwavering identity I have given you, sewn into the fabric of your being before you took your first breath. Allow yourself to be aware of my steady gaze upon you. There is no judgment in my eyes, only a deep, tender longing to walk with you through every circumstance. You are never a background character in my story. You are central to my heart's affection. Your laughter delights me. Your tears move me, and I rejoice in every moment you look my way. Let hope rise, for the best chapters are still being written.